West at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Hey, on turn. There we go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker taking it in from the 20. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, it was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They work now on 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 18. This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing his Hurts. Steps away to his left. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's going to wind up with a 1st down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. On first down, Hurts escaping the pressure right. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Swift going to try up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Hurts sets up to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Gainwell will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They fights it off. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. They will run for it with Gainwell. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
And Walker once more. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Trying the left side with Walker. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now Gino on first down, eluding the pressure right. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
And now Smith going to change the play. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Running left is Walker. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown across midfield. He's on his way. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Sticking with Walker on second down. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Smith now to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Hand off here to Walker. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They'll look to run with Dallas. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. There he goes, left side. Room to run at the 50. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Hurts. Buying time to his left. Past the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Hurts will throw. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Well, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw.
At the 39-yard line.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Steps away. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Right there, we can do it. Do this.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. The final shot here before break. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. He's on his way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open and disbelief.
Unbelievable.
What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a two-point try. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Able to slither by. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Out to his left. And did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! DK Metcalf. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, Boston Scott. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. On first and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Here he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And a touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On the give, it's Walker. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down.
Easy.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Geno. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A give for Walker running right. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And quickly they get to the line.
That's a gain of 3.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Good. 63.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Second and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20-line. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Reek Woolen. Powering his way forward, and the Seahawks are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Smith here, an audible at the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On second down, Swift. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down with Dallas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And now an audible here into something else.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Here now, 2nd and goal.
8 yards on the loss brings up 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 12-yard line.
Dallas up the middle. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Hassan Reddick in on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. Running right, here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground with Swift. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll come up now. This is second and long. They'll look to throw. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's first and 10. He's back to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Here's second down. He'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Brown. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This is first and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to have a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with just under 20 seconds to go.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to Walker on first down. And the defense here giving him no recourse but to get out of bounds after a gain of just a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Smith. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because From this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes
Shut up.
empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.